Make sure you join an organisation that puts emphasis on training and developing their people, because the best foundation. I had the best foundation in Blue Arrow. I have no complaints about the training. It was incredible. So find an organisation that really cares about developing its people. Stick with it and don't expect to get anything given to you. Work hard for it, visualize it, and make sure that everybody knows what you want, and you keep asking them what you need to do to get it.
Yes, that's so key, because there's all these people that hide their light under a bushel. They're amazing.
I did.
At it.
6 months in to Blue Arrow, I thought, God, you know what? I'm going to be a branch manager in 3 years here. And that's what I set my stall on. And I thought, I'm beating everyone. I'm doing all of this. I was doing an amazing job. I was making sure I was out there. But, I never asked for it. And when I said to my boss, I said, well, you've promoted this person over here, but you didn't promote. Well, you didn't ask for it. Well, that was after there, everybody knew what I wanted, because I never stopped asking. And so those would be my top tips. And get yourself a mentor, or always have at least one mentor. I've got 3 mentors. They're all very different, and they all challenge me in different ways, and never stop learning.
Say this, it might not be as sophisticated an answer as you want, Angela. Be ready to put in the hard graft. If you do, you can succeed. Be ready. Understand this is not a 9 till 5 job. You don't have to work 24/7, but you do need to put in that extra. If you want what it gives you, the rewards, the money, the status, be ready to put in and treat it as if it were your own business. That's, I think, where I've seen the most success with people coming into this industry. That attitude, that approach takes you such a long way.
ABB, always be branding. I know Alan would say ABC, always be closing. But these days, whatever you would do, you need to be memorable. You need to be distinct. You need to get your message across and stand out from everyone else who's trying to do the same thing. So you'll see, for example, this logo here. You'll see some logos behind me there. You'll see me wearing green specs because they stand out more. All of these things are specifically aimed at making me a little bit more memorable than I would be if I was just some old baldy guy with a beard on screen with a virtual background. So I'm trying to make myself memorable, and I'm trying to make sure that if you're paying attention to what I'm saying, that some of it is going to be absorbed, some of it is going to get across to you. So ABB, always be branding.
And it's at that point I realised that I haven't put the branding around this today.
So I thought through this, and I tried to keep it pretty concise because I knew we were on a timeline, but I came up with 5 ideas. And the first one's lose weight. WAIT, not stones, not pounds. So your ability to stop waiting around for things to happen, and your ability to drive urgency, gain commitment from the other parties, help influence decisions to the hiring level. Understanding the must-haves versus the nice-to-haves and getting a commitment around those drives that urgency. And a lot of people just sit on their hands and wait and, I tried, or I sent an email, or I sent a text, or I sent a LinkedIn message. No, you got to be more proactive. So lose weight. So that's the first one. The second is, if you look at the top 2 skills are talking and listening, right? So your communication skills are everything. But most people in this business, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you've seen this, your definition of listening is waiting to talk. Am I right?
Yeah.
What you're passionate. Okay, so slow down, proactive listening skills. Be in the moment. Yeah, great. Oh, how'd you do that? If you ask people what they do, what they like, what they know, and who they know, it becomes about them, and you build instant rapport. So asking them open-ended questions about their life, their needs, their goals, their challenges will open up a whole avenue of things that you can go down to build your business or help them or support them now or in the future. So the second one really is that the skills that trump everything else are the communication and listening. I think relationship development mastery is third. And what I mean by that is knowing where you are in all of your business relationships. So it's the foundation is trustworthiness, but you have to get there, right? So you have to start with that initial connection. So rapport, the definition of rapport is a perceived affinity between two or more people. And you think about well, perceived affinity. What does that mean? Well, I think I like you. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm never going to talk to you again. So the idea is you can't live in that connection space. You have to build it, provide value and benefits, and help them satisfy their needs so that everybody has personal and professional needs. Now, raise your hand, everybody that's watching, if all of your needs in your life are met. Raise your hand, get them high. No one ever raises their hand because we all have needs. I want to make more money than I make. I want to spend more time with my family. I want to travel. None of that's being met right now. So how do I get there, right? So you're in the journey to achieve those things. But the idea is if you help them look good to their boss, perform well at work, have more time for hobbies or family or whatever it might be, then you move that relationship forward to then a mutual respect where you give me advice and I give you advice unsolicited and we take it. We look forward to it. And then of course, I mentioned the foundation is trustworthiness. And knowing where you are in that relationship spectrum helps you identify where you need to get to in order to make an impact. So relationship development mastery. The fourth one is near and dear to my heart because it's around respect. And you treat everybody and their ideas with respect. And what I mean by that is you don't, oh, she's telling this story or he's got this. No. It's focused, listening, learning. We all have different experiences that we bring. So everybody's valuable on the team and you can learn something from everybody. And so I call it the mastermind mentoring forums that you pull together people that know more than you about certain areas or had different experiences. And then you can teach them, but you can also learn from them. So tomorrow we're all better than we are today. So treat everyone and their ideas with respect. And then finally, I got some bad news. My last tip, there's no silver bullet. Sorry, people. Sorry, audience. Sorry, everyone in the world. There's no silver bullet. You know what? Stop searching for the secret sauce. The idea is through your continuous learning mindset and your efforts and your action, you will create results. Mm-hmm. If you're passive or procrastinate, guess what? It's not going to happen. It's up to you. So it's how you prepare, how you learn, how you implement what you've learned into your daily regimen, how you act and behave and all those types of things. And so keep that never stop learning mindset as you go forward. And then remember, attitudes, behaviors, and learning will take you to the next chapter or the next level in your career.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed Mark yesterday couldn't restrict it to one piece of advice. There was a list of 5. And the thing is, it is a difficult question to answer because everybody has their own personal stories, their own experiences, their own backgrounds, and their own whys. So I'm going to try and sum it up with one piece of advice. Here goes. Don't do it. No. Book a holiday. Ooh. Right. Now, what I mean by that is if you think, and you've booked loads, Angela, so you'll know about this, there are so many different types of holidays. There are so many different destinations. People want different things. Do you want to ski? Do you want to scuba? Do you just want to get drunk? Do you want to cruise? Do you want to trek? Do you want historical interest? Do you want 14 nights? Do you want 7 nights? So basically, when booking your holiday, do your research. Know what it is that you want from that holiday. And I think Stephen mentioned about being nosy. Know your budget. Know what you can afford, know what you can afford to live on. Look at the reviews. Ask people for recommendations. Ask people for honest feedback. Speak to people who've been there. Work bloody hard to get there. But also know that there might well be the inevitable delays and cancellations, bad weather, meeting idiots on your holiday. But make sure that that holiday matches your whys, your passions, what it is that you really want to do. And sometimes you'll have fantastic holidays that you will definitely go back. So for me, all of those holiday tips that I've just mentioned apply to anybody coming into recruitment. Get that holiday booked. And sometimes it can be a long haul. Enjoy the journey. as well as the destination, because the destination is definitely going to be worth it. And whilst you're on that journey, don't forget Stephen's tip about ABB, always be branding. Continue to drip feed, continue to stay at the forefront of people's mind. Otherwise, you're going to get swallowed up and forgotten. And there's no, I mean, why do you think that a lot of recruitment companies have holidays as incentives? You see?
It all links
all
together.
ties in. So don't come into the industry, book a holiday first.